In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 6, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Buffalo Sabres versus Toronto Maple Leafs. The impending clash between the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs looms large as both teams seek to bolster their standings, particularly with the trade deadline just around the corner. Presently, the Sabres hold a record of 29-4, showing promise with 6 victories in their last 10 games, fueling hopes for a potential wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. Conversely, the Maple Leafs boast a robust 35-18-8 record, clinching 8 wins in their recent 10 matchups and securing the third-best record in the Atlantic Division. With aspirations to enhance their positions in both the Atlantic Division and the broader Eastern Conference, the forthcoming game is poised to be a compelling spectacle. In their recent encounter with Winnipeg, the Buffalo Sabres experienced a setback, succumbing to a 5-2 defeat, marking their current season record at 29-4. Despite leading 2-1 heading into the third period, the Sabres conceded the last 4 goals, resulting in a disappointing loss. The team faced a significant shot deficit of 35-19 and struggled on the power play, going 1-2. Nonetheless, in the 2 games preceding the Winnipeg defeat, Buffalo displayed resilience by triumphing over Vegas with a commanding 7-2 scoreline and edging past Tampa Bay with a close 3-2 victory. Meanwhile, the Toronto Maple Leafs, sporting a 35-18-8 record this season, encountered a setback in their recent game against Boston, concluding with a 4-1 defeat. Despite narrowing the gap to 3-1 in the early stages of the third period, the Maple Leafs couldn't stage a comeback. Toronto outshot Boston 33-27 but faltered on the power play, going 0-4. In the 2 games leading up to the Boston clash, Toronto secured victories against the Rangers and the Coyotes. Historically, the Buffalo Sabres have demonstrated a favorable trend against the Toronto Maple Leafs, boasting a 7-3-0 record in their last 10 meetings, including victories in both encounters this season. Over this period, the Sabres have averaged an impressive 4.8 goals per game, compared to Toronto's 3.3 goals per game. Buffalo's offensive prowess has been evident, scoring 3 or more goals in 6 of their last 9 games. In contrast, the Maple Leafs' defensive performance has been average, ranking 20th in goals against per game and 14th in shots against per game. Riding a hot streak with 5 wins in their last 7 games, the Sabres present a formidable challenge. While the Toronto Maple Leafs may be favored at home, the Buffalo Sabres shouldn't be underestimated, having quietly secured 5 wins in their last 7 games, with a resolute defense playing a pivotal role. The Sabres have also dominated the Maple Leafs in their recent 3 meetings, outscoring them 19-10. Despite the Leafs' undeniable talent, the Sabres, with 15 road victories, offer an intriguing proposition, so the Buffalo Sabres money line is our full game side pick. On the offensive front, both teams have exhibited commendable performances. The Sabres have scored 3 or more goals in 6 of their last 9 games, indicating a potent attacking force. Conversely, the Maple Leafs have been consistently strong on offense, scoring 4 or more goals in 8 of their last 10 games. Notably, William Nylander leads Toronto with 83 points, while Austin Matthews, with 79 points, leads the NHL with an impressive 53 goals. Considering their offensive prowess and a history of high-scoring matchups between these teams, the over appears promising. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Red Wings versus Colorado Avalanche. The 2023-2024 NHL season brought heightened expectations for the Detroit Red Wings as they aim to break their playoff drought. With strategic player acquisitions and a burgeoning young core, the team has transformed into a formidable force, poised to present a credible threat in the highly competitive Eastern Conference. The combination of seasoned players and emerging talent has elevated the Red Wings' potential, making them a genuine contender in the season. The Avalanche, exhibiting a stellar performance in the 2023-2024 season, have demonstrated exceptional synergy, positioning themselves as strong contenders in the Western Conference. If they can maintain their health going into the playoffs, the Avalanche are likely to be viewed as favorites in the fiercely contested Western Conference. The current season has seen the Detroit Red Wings maintain a record of 33 wins, 22 losses, and 6 ties. Their recent defeat to Florida, with a scoreline of 4-0, showcased a tough outing for the Red Wings. The team struggled, allowing 2 goals in the second period and 2 more in the third, resulting in a shutout loss. The offensive effort fell short, with Detroit being outshot 37-21 and going 0-5 on power plays. Despite this setback, the Red Wings had previously secured victories in 6 consecutive games, illustrating their ability to bounce back from challenges. On the other hand, the Colorado Avalanche have thrived in the current season with a record of 38 wins, 20 losses, and 5 ties. Their recent triumph against Chicago, a resounding 5-0 victory, highlighted a dominating performance. The Avalanche scored twice in the first and second periods and once in the third, securing a shutout win. With 37 shots on goal and a 1-2 success rate on power plays, Colorado showcased their offensive prowess. Despite a previous loss to Nashville, the Avalanche bounced back with victories against the Blackhawks and Stars. The historical rivalry between the Detroit Red Wings and the Colorado Avalanche, once a fiercely contested matchup, has recently tilted heavily in favor of the Avalanche. In their last 10 head-to-head encounters, Colorado secured an impressive 9-1 victory, outscoring the Red Wings 28-13. The Avalanche maintained a flawless 5-0 record in their meetings on home ice, establishing their dominance. While the Red Wings are showing promise in the current season, the star power of the Avalanche suggests that the trend of Colorado's home superiority is likely to continue. Although the Detroit Red Wings have demonstrated value by securing a playoff position and delivering strong performances, the Colorado Avalanche's exceptional home record cannot be overlooked. With an 80% win rate in home games this season, the Avalanche are poised for success as the season approaches its final month. Consequently, the Colorado Avalanche to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams boast potent offenses, aiming to capitalize on scoring opportunities throughout the game. The Red Wings, averaging 3.51 goals per game, rely on players like Lucas Raymond and Alex DeBrincat to generate scoring chances with quick passes and offensive zone entries. Conversely, the Avalanche, with 16 goals in their last 4 games, present a formidable offensive threat. Players like Nathan MacKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, and Ross Colton contribute to an explosive offense that is expected to exploit the Red Wings' defense, which has allowed 9 goals in the last 2 games. While neither team possesses elite goaltending, their offensive prowess often takes center stage. With star players like Kane, Makar, DeBrincat, Larkin, and MacKinnon, the focus is on offense, reflected in the over sitting at 5-3-2 in their past 10 head-to-head matchups. The Red Wings have seen the over at 5-5 in their past 10 games, with an average of 4 goals allowed per game in the last 3. Similarly, the Avalanche, with a 3-6-1 record on the over, have consistently scored nearly 4 goals per game. Expect an offensive showdown, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Ottawa Senators versus Anaheim Ducks. On Wednesday night at the Honda Center, 2 teams situated at the lower echelons of the NHL standings, the Anaheim Ducks and the Ottawa Senators, are poised to engage in a competitive showdown. As the host, the Anaheim Ducks currently occupy the 7th spot in the Pacific Division, amassing a total of 47 points in 61 games. Meanwhile, the Ottawa Senators find themselves in the 8th position in the Atlantic Division, with 53 points from 59 games. This matchup carries significant weight for both teams. The Senators seek to break free from their ongoing losing streak, while the Ducks aim to surpass the .500 mark in their last 10 games with a victory. In their most recent outing against the Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks faced a commendable performance, though not the best of the season. Despite the defense yielding 2 goals, the offense struggled to produce, managing only 1 goal. 2 games prior, against the New Jersey Devils, the Ducks secured a 4-3 victory, underscoring the imperative of revitalizing their offensive capabilities. Conversely, the Ottawa Senators find themselves in a challenging position, having suffered defeats in their last 4 consecutive games. Their latest encounter against the Philadelphia Flyers witnessed the Senators scoring 2 goals, but unfortunately, their defensive unit conceded 4 goals, highlighting an urgent need for defensive improvements. Historically, Anaheim has dominated the recent encounters between these 2 teams, clinching victories in 4 of the last 6 meetings. Notably, the Senators display a stark contrast in performance on the road compared to their home games, with an 8-17-1 away record versus a more respectable 17-14-2 record at home. The Senators' recent defensive struggles, conceding an average of nearly 5 goals per game, juxtaposed with Anaheim's recent successes, winning 2 of their last 3 games. Over the last 10 matchups, these teams have evenly split victories, with Anaheim notably securing a convincing 5-1 win in Ottawa on February 15th. With Anaheim's goaltender, Gibson, showing inconsistency and Ottawa likely relying on an unproven netminder, the Ducks hold a considerable advantage. In the broader context, Anaheim has emerged victorious in 5 out of the last 7 encounters with the Senators. While the Ducks have won 2 of their last 3 games, the Senators find themselves in a challenging 4-game losing streak. Despite the Senators' superior overall performance this season, the Anaheim Ducks money line is our full-game side pick. The uncertainties surrounding Gibson's form and the relative inexperience of Ottawa's goaltenders have led oddsmakers to lean towards an overscoring prediction. However, historical trends present a different perspective, with 9 of the last 10 meetings between these teams resulting in under totals. Moreover, none of the last 10 matchups have seen a total of 7 goals or more. Recent offensive struggles plague both teams, with Ottawa scoring 3 or fewer goals in 4 consecutive games and 7 of their last 10. Anaheim, too, has faced challenges, being held to 2 goals or fewer in half of their last 10 games. The Senators have trended towards the under, with 7 of their last 10 games finishing below the projected total. In the context of goal-scoring efficiency, Ottawa's offense has experienced a decline in recent games, evident in their underperformance in 7 of the last 10 matchups. Similarly, the Ducks have exhibited a tendency towards the under, with 3 of their last 5 games falling below the projected total. Notably, these 2 teams share a remarkable 9-1 record in favor of the under in their last 10 meetings, with the last 3 totals set at 6.5 goals. Considering Anaheim's offensive struggles and the Senators' limited goal-scoring output in their recent games, opting for under the projected total stands as our preferred full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.